It's a rat. Oh, Usui. Pretty interesting. So, everything to know about Usui. If you do not want to know spoilers because most of this is from the manga, because they never really explain it in the anime. It goes to Seika High School. He's very popular, very athletic and talented. He's our hot boy. Here's where stuff gets sad. He is an illegitimate child, which means that his parents were not married.
Yeah.
So his mother had an affair with the butler, and that's when he was born. His mother died giving birth to him, and he was later adopted by his mother's cousin and was raised in secrecy. So instead of going to school, he was homeschooled because his father was ashamed of him and thought of him as an embarrassment. And this is his English grandfather, not his Japanese. Because his family thought of him as a disgrace, they let him go to Seika High School because it used to be a really shitty school, shitty old boys school, very bad. So he wouldn't get recognized and was financially paid to keep him a secret from the media about who his family really is. That's why in the anime we see him living alone in an apartment that was funded by his English grandfather, who was doing this to keep Usui's existence basically a secret. This is Usui as a child. He's very cute. You see him once as a child in the anime, but in the manga you see him multiple times as a child. Yeah. This is my unhelpful info slide. He's got blonde hair, green eyes. He's English-Japanese. It never says how much of each it is, but I would assume since he's blonde, he's a lot English.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the English, they mean like British and from like England, not like American.
Yeah.
Because they would say American, I guess, maybe. I don't know. He's 17 years old. He's male. His blood type is O. His birthday is April 27th. He's 6'1". He's a Taurus. And he goes to Seika High Seika. Jeez, that name is really hard. Seika High School. And he's a student and chef part-time. And the chef part is like, because she works at the maid cafe. He's like the chef at the maid cafe part-time.
Yeah.
So that is all about this. The next one is everything to know about Ursa. Before we go to the next slide, I will say Ursa is my favorite anime. I would love to watch an anime just about Ursa, but she is my favorite character in Fairy Tail and one of my all-time favorite characters from anime in general. Like, I have a long list of that, but she's like pretty high up there in that list. Just because you learn so much about her character over the 300 episodes.
I hope so.
Okay, next slide. Her background sad. So, Ursa did not have a good childhood. I mean, I could just stop there, but I went into detail. So, she was abandoned by her mother in Rosemary Village. You know, just what normal women would do, leave their... there was no, like, adoption agency back then. Because this is more set in, like a back then kind of aspect. But fun fact, in that village, all the children got kidnapped and were brought to the Tower of Heaven and were enslaved. This tower was built to try to reach the heavens, to try to get Zareth to notice them, who was like an evil mage. You have to watch the anime, I'm not spoiling it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to. While she was enslaved, she made some friends. Side here, you can see. The most noticeable person is Jalon, the one with blue hair and tattoo. I want them to be an end goal couple, and I would like to believe that they were.
Yeah.
This is the last episode, it was really cute. Not saying anything, but I wish they were end goal. And while she was enslaved, she was brought to a torture room, lovely as a child, and that is where she lost her right eye. Usually why her eye is covered. It's still there. So basically she just lost sight in her right eye. Like her eye is still intact, but she lost sight. Later in the series, she gets a new like fake one to like see again, made by magic.
Of course.
But that explains why she always covers her right eye with her bangs, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Why does
Ursa's
Lucy doesn't do that. Never mind.
no, she has hers in like a side.
Yeah.
Ursa's good and only friend there. I mean, she had some other friends, but like one she really connected with deeply is Jalal, and he ends up being corrupted and turns on her, basically becoming evil from this dark magic because the person who enslaved them is like feeding him like these lies that oh he's special and that the demon person they're trying to pray to is loving him and stuff like that. So he ends up getting corrupted by dark magic, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, she truly felt like she was alone. Because, like, yes, the other people are there, but he ends up telling them lies about her that make them not like her. Yeah. So Jalal makes her leave the tower, which is weird and odd because, you know, he's still being manipulated. So I guess even while being manipulated, he still cared about her. And that is how she gets freed. And that's when she meets Makarov, the leader of Fairy Tale, and was accepted into the game. Next slide. That scene right there of her crying at the top.
Yeah.
This person on the right, do you see who she's fighting?
Yeah.
That's her mom. It turns out it's not. Spoiler. Ursa's specialty magic is called Equip magic. Equip her armor and weapons from this like dimensional room. Ursa rarely cries as to not show weakness around people, but when she does, that's when you know she's truly hurt, like the kiss on top, which made me sob like I was a newborn baby. Next slide. That also breakdown scene of her crying right there, yeah, that messed me up too.
Yeah. My strawberry cake.
Yes, this is her unhelpful info about Ursa. Her full name is Ursa Scarlet. This is a cute little fact. So when she went there, she didn't know her last name, just her name. She got her last name from Jalal, the hair kid, because he said her hair was as pretty as the scarlet sunset. So he said her last name should be Scarlet. And her hair color is Scarlet. She is in the Fairy Tale Guild. She's female. She is 19, which is weird. I don't think of her as 19. I think of her as like 20 something.
Yeah.
Her eyes are brown. Her guild mark is blue, and it's on the left of her arm. She is an S-class mage, which is a really high honor to be like in this class. You have to go through like this trial to get that. She was the 7th guild master of Fairy Tale. So guild masters are the ones that are the leaders of the guild.
Okay.
So Makarov was the guild master. So when he was out of commission, let's just say out of commission, I don't want to say what happens. She has to take over, and they're like, "Oh my god, who would be better to like be the guild master?" And they all kind of look at Ursa, and she's like stuffing her face with cake, and she's like, "What? Me?" And they're like, "Yeah." Also,
Why is the outfit of her making cake just kind of
because it was a fan service joke.
okay. Cool.
They know that they put them in really scantily clothing. That's why that's funny. It's like she's making cake. Fun fact about cake. She loves cakes and sweets, so don't fuck with her sweets. Like, see this, well, I'll link to the gift store too. When she's saying, my strawberry cake.
Yeah.
We're gonna just watch that.